This is the Titan Futures 1 point a day challenge. Earning your living executing trades from the comfort of your home seems a lot more cool than most 9-to-5 gigs. Trouble is, if you don't know what you're doing, you can wreck your portfolio. But with our trading instructors, BK, Soto, and Mitchell, you'll learn how to day trade the futures market. Streaming daily, 9 to 11 a.m. Free. This is a free trading education channel. The Titan Futures 1 point a day challenge, where everybody is welcome. Get in the chat, ask us questions, learn. And now your instructors. This is BK, Soto, and Mitchell.
Hey, good morning everybody. It's Friday, November 1st. Hope everybody's doing well this morning. Hope everybody had a great Halloween last night. Safe Halloween. Enjoyed their family, all that good stuff. Again, thanks for being here. If you're here for the first time, you see on our screen, you see the legal disclaimers. Please take a few minutes to read that. Just shows everything's here for educational purposes, okay? Any trades we decide to do here are not a trade recommendation in any way, shape, or form. All right, if you decide to take those same trades, it's definitely on your own decision-making power and ability, and nothing here that we have recommended. Okay, so again, this is all for educational purposes, guys. So just understand that. So that's all the legal disclaimers. We get those out of the way and get all that good stuff done. All right. Like I said, if you're new here for the first time, just read the description below the video there, and you kind of learn about who we are and what we do and what we kind of are about here. We want it to be a fun channel, easy channel to come in and just talk, be comfortable. No expectations here, just to enjoy the market rhetoric, I guess you could say, and build a community a little bit here and just talk about trading. We'll trade our method. We like to talk about other methods as well, but definitely trading our method here. And if you want to learn that, that's great. Just another tool to your arsenal, hopefully. But and to know that there's many different ways to trade the market and be successful. But the big key is that to being successful with any kind of method is to be consistent with it, and stick with it, and then and it will pay off. But anyway, so take time to read about the description below. There's 3 traders here, myself, Soto, and Mitchell. We all kind of talk here, and we encourage you to kind of chime in on the chat. Let us know you're here. Talk, ask questions, post charts in the Discord channel. Join that. Join our server there. We got the links on the chat here to the right, where we got 5 videos showing that kind of the tools of the trade here. We call those the 5 tools of the trade. Kind of learn those and take the time to click on those and learn those if you'd like. But also we have a Discord link there, so check that out. You can post charts and all that good stuff on the Discord. So we'd love to see you post your charts on there. Or if you got something different, you look at different things, then hey, throw them on there. That's what it's about. So, but thanks for being here. Sure do appreciate that. Good morning, Paul. Good to see you this morning. Hope you're well. But I hope everybody had a good holiday yesterday, or I guess Halloween. Not really a holiday, but hope everybody had a good, safe Halloween and had a good time with everybody. But now we're here to the charts, kind of get trading, kind of look at things. We had a lot of news this morning. Obviously, the big spike there. We had big news this morning. Soto, do you know what that news was today?
I do not. No, I'm just getting started this morning. But good morning.
You're something else. There we are. At 8:30 this morning, we had the average hourly wage, which is a big one. Non-farm employment, that's the biggest one, right? A non-farm payroll, that's a big one, okay? And then the unemployment rate. So 3 red flags in a row this morning. That's usually you see the big spike there at 8:30. And we had, it's all good positive news, average earnings were down just a little bit. But the non-farm, the employment change is huge. A lot more jobs added, which is great. 128,000 versus the 90,000 they were expecting. So that's a big up move there, and the unemployment rate stays the same. So very good deal there. We got news at 10 o'clock again. The manufacturing PMI will come out at 10 o'clock. So we're going to get some action around the open for sure, and just because of the report and the retail trader will hit it, and at that point in time, they can start moving the market a little bit there, and then I expect it to kind of take off quickly and then slow down a little bit until 10 o'clock till the ISM manufacturing PMI comes out at 10. So we've got to look forward to that today. So we'll get a little bit of action opportunity probably prior to 10 o'clock to trade, and we just have to be patient and then be aware of that 10 o'clock hour. Okay. So that's the news. That's the big spikes you see this morning. All right. Paul, did you make any trades this morning? Because I know you're there early, so I just thought I'd ask there. But you can see that on my chart, those two big yellow zones, those are actually the hourlies from yesterday that we had drawn up on there. How they're being respected still this morning, so I'll leave those in place. I won't remove those because they're being respected from yesterday. So it shows there's still some validity in those areas, so we'll leave those there. All right. So, with all that being said, here we are. We're up in current. No trades this morning, Paul said. All right. Okay. Alrighty. All right, Soto, what zones you got drawn up this morning, man? Are you?
Yeah. I was just checking out the 1 hour zones on the MICA, so I don't even have any yet on the ES. I just got started here, so.
Just got started. Okay. Did you have a late night for Halloween, man? You out partying?
No, I was trying to survive the night. This winter weather, unprepared.
Yeah. Pretty cold.
Get a slick. Yeah. I have no winter clothes right now. I'm so cold.
Oh man.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get some winter clothes. Apparently, I was not ready for this weather, and apparently everything that I have is like not made for anything under 50 degrees. I have so many scrubs. I have 3 pairs of scrubs right now in my pants. Like super uncomfortable, right? But
I'm sure.
Yeah, 4 socks. 4 shirt. I can't even move my toes, but yeah.
Oh,
but
poor guy.
I'm gonna get some winter clothes here. I wasn't prepared for winter yet.
Yeah, it came on got cold here. I mean, it got to 29 degrees last night. This morning it was 29 degrees this morning. Everything's iced over. And
nice, yeah.
I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, it got to 33 here. So I'm glad it wasn't 29. I probably wouldn't be here this morning.
Oh, really? Well, that's not good.
Let's see here. I'm switching back to the hours. Yes, here. So the 1 hour chart, I got the 1500 hour. 1500.
Oh, do you? Let me see what you got here. From yesterday?
From this. Yesterday. Yeah.
15.
October 31st.
30. You got the 1500 hour?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm trying to find the 1500 hour here.
Before November 1st. That's when it's showing up here. It's not quite a doji.
Oh, you're down at the bottom there. Okay, that makes sense. You're looking at that was a demand zone you're looking at. Yeah. Yep, that's a good demand zone down there at the bottom.
Okay, and then what do you think about the 2000 hours?
Yeah, that's another one right there in the middle of our zone from yesterday. Or part of that anyway. Yeah, that's there.
And then
up a little bit.
5 o'clock.
Yesterday?
No, I think it's the same date. Or what's yesterday? Yeah, from yesterday.
31st. Yeah, that's the one that's drawn up on the chart that we drew up yesterday. Yeah, that's the one that's showing resistance right now. So I'm not gonna mess. I'll leave that one there.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. So that's the only 1 hour that I got for now. Let's find something a little higher.
That's good.
Yeah. Let me switch to 5 minutes now. I can't move my fingers.
Man, poor dude.
I do like this weather though. Usually I'm better prepared for it though. All right, let's see here. Hmm. Yes. I hate this big move because now it messes up everything on the chart. I
Yeah,
like
we
to
just yeah, we're gonna have to be patient now. I mean, I think we're gonna get some movement back into it. I think we'll get what I'd like to actually end up seeing is it market open and retrace a little bit here. Market open's going to take off. That's what I'm, because the retail trade, because it's all positive news, so it'll probably take off first. But I would love for it to retrace back into the middle of this area right here, and around 30, around 43 even or so. I'd love to see it come back in that area and to be able to take a long trade for the day to the long side. That I'd like to see, but get on this good trend because I think it's going to be a good mover. Or whichever way it goes, it's going to be a good movement. It should be positive, but we saw that the other day where it was positive news and it dropped 30 points on us. So I'd like to see it to be positive, kind of come back into this area of congestion here, and a lot of area there that it could bounce off of for support and take it a long ride up. That's what I'd like to see. So that's kind of what my bias is, kind of hoping for that. But I have to be aware that it could do just the opposite of that as well, because market doesn't always internalize the good news as we would have it. It could have been done a day or two earlier, so that's the problem with news reports. They get released early and to certain people sometimes, and market moves and all the gas is out of it besides retailers when it comes to the open, because we just get it.
Yeah.
So got to be careful for it, but expect to be a good. I'm looking because of that big move. I'd like to see that thing retrace half or so, and then come back into an area of support, and then take off for a nice long trade there. So I'd like to. I wish Alan was here this morning. Love to hear where his fibs lined up on here to see if we can get a retrace into a fib area. I'd love to see that. But we'll just kind of.
So let's talk about zones real quick down here. Kind of talking about your strategy. If it does come back down here, what do you think about 750?
47.50. What?
I'm on the. Sorry. Yeah, 750.
Oh, 750 candle. 750 candle. Oh.
Yeah, I'm in charts.
Let me see here. Let me find it. Yeah, I mean, I think that's the area I want it to come back to. I mean, there's a lot of buyers out of this area right here, right at 43 even. There's all the big buyers out of this move. Mm-hmm. For this news that came out, all the big buyers pushed through right there at 43. So you have three big buyers in a row, that are pretty heavy. So I'd like price to come back, and that's where I would love the ideal area to come back to go along would be right there in that area. Even at 43 all the way to our little area right there. So we'll go ahead and draw the 5-minute zone on that now. See if we can kind of get price to that. I don't know. I would probably front run that, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But that's the blue zone right there that we would love price to get back into to take a nice long if it wants to get there. But it's got good support at this area up here though too, all the way back, and at 2 o'clock this morning, 2:05, all that area right there is really good area to possibly show support too. So I got to watch for that. But
what area? What area is that?
The 2 o'clock range this morning, all that resistance area, 2 to 2:05. Right around there. I mean, those are all good areas right there of possible support. So you got like 3 or 4 shelves of support right there to get to our blue zone down here for a long. So I gotta watch price and know that price is probably gonna bounce out of those areas a little bit. So I just have to watch price and order flow when we kind of get to that area, and then see if we want to be able to jump a trade. We might have to jump a trade early. Might not get back to our zone, but. We'll just have to wait to see where big buyers come in at that time frame. If price wants to retrace back in before it makes a big long push move, hopefully the big boys push it long, but hopefully we get the good retracement into this area first. Then we should be able to catch a good long move to the upside. Especially being a Friday, and everybody else ending the week on positive. We got good positive news this morning, so we'd love to have the bias to the long side. It's just a matter of trying to jump on the trend here and grab a trade in this area. So that's kind of my area I gotta watch and see what we're looking at. So I'm gonna do a quick order flow here just to kind of see what the VPOC is in that area. Yeah, we got a VPOC all the way down at 41.5. But do this area right here. So yeah, I gotta watch that. But that's where our ideal entry is, where we got the blue zone drawn up, guys. I caught some of this up move, but not in front of the computer anymore. Sorry, no fib numbers for me. No, no worries, Alan. There it is, man. There it is. It's caught me again. No worries, Alan. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I'm just pretty sure you got a pretty good fib somewhere there. And I'll draw a quick fib on this 5 minute just to encompass this move here and see what the 50% retracement will be. Yeah. Just on the news move, the 50% retracement would be down to 43.5, right above our 43 entry. So, like I say, around that area, we're gonna. I mean, that's right in the middle, actually, of all of our shelves. If you can see that, you know, over all of our resistance areas, it's right in the middle of all that. So we gotta watch for that. Definitely have to watch for that. So, but I'll remove that now. So definitely looking for a retrace. I think that's the play here. Instead of trying to catch a short up here.
Yeah.
Unless we get just an obvious setup, you know, I would look with the idea of shorting back into that area and then take the long. But I don't think it. I think it's going to be a push up right at the open, you know. So I got to watch that. But I think it's going to push up first. So we just have to be patient for that.
All right. I drew the. I think I got this zone, kind of what you've been talking about, 310, little doji there. I think it's already been triggered once, but I'm looking for that area for that bounce before it gets, you know, deeper in.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it could push off any of that area from 43.50 all the way up to 44.75. I think it could bounce from any of that. So we just have to let order flow. We got to watch order flow a little tight when we get to that area, because according to order flow, let me see what we got, where the big buyers are in this big move here. Yeah, so I'll just draw a couple lines just for so you can see what I'm talking about. But I didn't mean to do that. So let's see if this will show up right here. Yeah, big buyer there. See, this is all or on my chart. You can see I've drawn 3 lines where they're all big buyers at, you know. That's where my concern, I mean, there's actually more up higher even, but got big buyers right there, even right at the bottom of that doji at 310, there's big buyers. So if you look at my chart, I mean, it looks kind of cluttered right now, but you can see all those lines I've drawn. That's all based off of order flow, okay? That means there's a lot of buyers in that area where they push price up. So I would assume if price wants to get down into those areas there, they're going to re-support their positions, especially being positive news. I would tend to believe that's a second opportunity for them to get back in those areas. They've already taken profit at this point probably, but I would assume that they would get back into those areas to resume the long position. So we'll see what happens, but I'll leave those on my chart now, and just kind of show you that there's a lot of action right there. So we'll see if price was to get back into those areas for us. But that's it. So we'll be looking to shorts to get into that area. So we will look for shorts to give us that opportunity, you know. But we'll have to wait and see if it wants to do that. Like I said, I will assume at the open we're going to push longer. We're going to push long just because retail's coming in, but I would eventually look to take my long trades down in that area. We got
Yeah, I like that.
Huh?
Yeah, I think it's cool because I'm still a beginner,
Hmm.
but everything you just said, obviously I didn't know why I was thinking exactly all the stuff you just explained, but I was expecting the same thing just because of all the just look price action alone.
Hmm.
So it's good to hear you explain it. The reason behind, what you already taught me. You taught me about, support resistance, supply and demand, VPOCs. But now hearing you talking about it in a little more detail, that kind of helps enforce my theory that, like you said, for them to come back here and bounce. Because, I think you can question yourself a lot, like, oh no, whatever. But I think it's good to line up with your thoughts here. So that's good.
Sure, absolutely.
Good
Yeah,
affirming. Yeah.
that's good. Yeah.
Because it can be scary, right? Because it looks really busy in a way. Like there's a lot of possibilities where they can bounce at.
Hmm.
So you can be like, well, am I really picking up the best zones? And we are. It's just like you said, it just happens to be a lot of areas here. So
Right.
that's good.
Yeah, that's good. I'm glad you're kind of thinking through that. That's very good. Yeah, thinking through that. That's nice. Because we have all those good buying zones right there, I'll probably definitely look to front run on this first one at 304, at 43 even. If we can get there, I'll probably go run one tick in front of that, even though that's our zone at there, just below that. And knowing that, because I use a 1 point stop, right? We use 1 point stops here. So if we get stopped out, I'm not afraid to jump right back in again because there's so many buying situations right there. We don't know, nobody knows exactly to the tick where this thing's going to turn around, right? But I have a pretty strong area here that I could probably get a good bounce out of that. Whether I get in at the perfect right time the very first time, I don't know, but I got to be prepared for this kind of scenario here if it wants to come back in, because there's a lot of opportunity right here. We just don't know where the big buyers are going to come in 100%, but we know that there's a 1.5 point range right there where we feel pretty strong about it, so if for some reason I get in, because I will get in at 43 if price comes back down there and all our tools line up, I will get in right there. Kind of front run that blue zone of ours by one tick, but being okay with the fact that if I get in just a little bit early and it goes 5 or 6 ticks on me, then I'm gonna turn around and jump right back in for another long. Okay, so I've already got that determined. As long as our tools line up, that's what I'm looking for. So because of the fact that nobody can guess it to the tick every time. It's just not that way. So, but I got a really good, like I said, 1.5 point range right here. The 2 point range I feel very confident about if price wants to make it down to that, and then I'll definitely look to take that trade, and if I have to get right back in, I'll get right back in. Not a worry.
Yep.
So I'm preparing myself to. You don't have to be perfectly right every time, but just be in the right areas and let the method tell you to hop back in if you need to hop back in. But yeah, we got about 7 minutes to the open, guys. Price is definitely pushing up, which we expect. I definitely 100% expect to move to the upside here when price opens. But then I'm pulling and counting on price to come back in and recover about half of this big move up. And it might not happen until around 10 o'clock, and then news comes out around 10 o'clock, and if it's positive, then and we're in that area, then you can definitely expect, I think, a pretty high push to the upside, and that would be the ideal situation. So definitely expect price to continue to push up here with the retailers coming into the game right here, and trying to, because they're just getting the opportunity to digest that news that came out at 8:30 was very positive. That's the big move up.
Yeah.
Very positive. Big move up was very
The
positive.
market is
Huh?
the market's going wild. I follow a couple of stocks in for example, FIT just hit a 52-week high. It pre-market it went up 16.3%.
Yeah.
So anyways, I know it has nothing to do with us here, but
No,
interesting.
yeah, it's a bullish. News is bullish for the market in general. That's the reason you gotta be aware. You can be aware of that. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll be right back. I'm gonna step away just for a few minutes. So, guys, just hang with me there. So, if you kind of want to talk through things, you can. But if you don't, no big deal. But I'll be back in a few minutes.
All right.
Bye.
Hey Paul, are you do you have any trades or not any trades? Do you have any zones here up around 48? I'm looking at a 910 candle. What do you think about that? 910 from today, this morning. So we got this price leaving our 1 hour, what was supply zone, potentially becoming a demand zone. Flat. Okay. Flat. Is that what you're thinking of taking the trade at 49 flat to go long? Right in the middle of the zone there. Okay. Cool. Now, is that the VPOC I'm guessing? Within that candle? Or is it uncapped from the 920 candle? Okay, thank you, Paul. All right, coolio. And Paul, are you in the micro or ES? I'm doing both. I'm running both charts myself. So I was looking at the ES about the 49.
All right, I'm back. So let's see here. There's the open.
I'm gonna make some coffee real quick while this goes to the open here. We're not gonna trade, so
We're not gonna trade in. We're getting that push up. We thought we knew was coming, so now we'll look for and just be patient and see what we got going on.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Yep. High yesterday, guys, 355, 3055. So definitely expect probably to push through that a little bit before we make this move back down. Not sure, but we'll be patient here and watch and see. Put a I'll put a mark to yesterday's high, so we'll just be aware of where that's at. Okay, so that's yesterday's high. The line up here to the top, guys, is yesterday's high. So what I'll do, I'll make this a different color just for the fact that put a red on there, kind of as resistance area. That would be yesterday's high. Just so we have a visual representation of that. Not saying that there's a trade there, I'm just saying that that's going to be yesterday's high. So, alright. Excuse me. Yep, we got a big seller at 53.50 over there, pushing price down a little bit. We do have big buyers coming in right here. We also have big buyers at 50.25, so we can look for opportunity there. Maybe to a quick long, same way at 49.75. So price might give us an opportunity to take a quick long there. We'll watch that. We do have a zone here we could draw. I'll go ahead and draw this demand zone now. Here at 9:10 this morning. It's a hidden zone. We draw that for a little bit of a bounce. Looking for an ultimate long all the way down here in the bottom, guys, at this blue zone down here at the bottom. From starting at the zone actually starts at 42.75, but looking at 43 even. Down into this 41.50 area is where I'm looking possibly to take a long trade for the day if we can get down in there. But knowing it might take a little time to get to that area if it wants to do that before we push long. But I think we'll push long. But gonna wait for a few minutes to see if we can get down to that area first. But still got to trade and look at other opportunities to trade. I expect probably a little bit of a bounce right here at 49.75. So volume's high still because we're at the we're still in that 5-minute window of the open in this candle here. So we'll be patient, but knowing that it definitely could bounce right here for a little bit of a quick bounce. So we got 40 seconds left in this candle here, so we'll wait and watch this. If the candle closes up here with a little bit of a rejection, I'll probably go ahead and put an order in at 49.75 for a quick bounce to the upside. We'll just kind of watch and see. Okay. Be patient, but that's kind of what I'm thinking there. And we'll get a little bit of a bounce on this out of this area right here before hopefully we make our way back down into this area to get a good strong move to the upside. Okay. That's kind of what I'm looking at. So we'll just kind of see what happens. Be interested to hear you guys' thoughts on that as well. Yeah, so we're gonna get a nice little rejection here. So I'm gonna go ahead and put an order to buy right here at 49.75. See if we can get a quick little bounce. Watch an order flow here to kind of see if buyers kind of resupport that area, which we have buyers right here at 50.25, where this previous candle closed, but we also have buyers again at 49.75. So, and we have buyers down here at 48.75 as well. So I'm willing to kind of take a quick little bounce off the front trade of this zone here if I can get it. We'll kind of see. We'll kind of just see it to see if we can catch this quick little bounce. Yeah. Expect price to start rejecting a little bit from this area here. Oops, sorry about that, guys. Leave that there. Need to take this off of global mode probably for right now. Yeah. Got a hidden zone there at 9:30. Gonna kind of push this back down a little bit, I think, which is we can take a quick short trade back down into that if we want to be honest. I think we'll push off right here to the short side, but never know.
Were you looking for a trade? I heard you look for a trade. You talking about the 9-10 candle?
Yeah, I'll look for a quick little bounce up to that. I think we're going to reject from here though to go down there. So there's another zone right here, obviously at 9:30. So I could get some rejection out of that, which I think we are going to into that area, back down to our zone area. So could take a short here, but gonna hold off on it. I think it meets the criteria for the most part, but I'm gonna hold off on it a little bit longer.
Yeah. Good idea.
I like that. I feel better on the bounce to the long side here. So I'd like to get priced down into our areas, catch a little bounce, because we got three different areas right there, buyers, supporting that position. So I'd like it to come back and let us have that opportunity. But again, it might not.
Where are you looking to go?
Huh?
I'm sorry. On the 10 candle, where are you looking at?
I'm right at the top of it. No, at 49.75 because we got buyers right there at 49.75. So I'm looking because we had buyers at 50 and a quarter, which is the bottom of the 935 candle. So that's the reason I think we got the bounce right there, was because there was a bunch of buyers there, pushed it up.
Okay.
But basing how this is rejecting, I might go a little deeper here.
Yeah, I'm looking at 49 flat. That's where Paul's going, I think.
49 flat. Yeah, 48.75 is a good area to bounce from, which you guys are looking at micro, so that might be about the same area.
Yeah.
So 48.
I was looking at the.
You're looking at ES? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking at the ES, but also I have the macro on my left screen, and I kind of forget about it.
Yeah. Okay. I thought you were talking about micro earlier with Paul. So. Yeah. So I'll go a little deeper.
You guys go trick-or-treating last night?
Yeah, we did. We went to our church, and they had indoor. They moved it inside because of the weather, and so we did a little trunk or treat inside for a little while, and then we stopped by a neighborhood on the way out, a nice neighborhood on the way out. Hit 10 or 12 doors for Little Max, and because Robbie, my oldest, went to a party, but Little Max and wanted to go it, so we did that, and then we went to Chick-fil-A and then went home. So. It was a good night. Good night for Little Max. So.
Yeah. That is good night. Good. What did he dress as?
Oh, not a lot. He didn't dress for anything in particular. It was just he called the Orange Flash is what he called himself. So he just had everything orange.
He just wore an orange shirt.
Yeah, just orange pants and shirt, and the spray painted his hair orange. All that kind of. So he was just the little Orange Flash. So I was like, that works for me. Yeah. We don't.
That's more. That's good. That's good. I thought he was just gonna put a baseball cap and say he was a baseball player.
No.
Yeah.
He likes to dress up.
Just like Nate.
That's what you do.
That's good. Yeah.
No, he likes to do
Chipper Jones.
Yeah, a little chipper.
A chipper. I think I told you Chip went to the same school I went to, upper school, right?
No, I didn't. You didn't tell me that. In Jacksonville?
Yeah, in Jacksonville. Yeah, he came. He would come back and visit and stuff. So, but I didn't know anything much about baseball, so I didn't know that. It was a big deal back then.
Sure.
All right.
You got some of your old alma mater people representing then, don't you, man? With some doing pretty well in sports with Chipper. If he did that, then you got old Mac doing it right now.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Yeah, we were at one point we were the top 10, one of the top 10 ESPN ranked athletic programs in the country.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. I don't know what year that was, but it was sometime when I was there because I saw the sign. But good program. Good program.
Yeah. Well, you were a kicker, weren't you? You were a kicker, weren't you? So you're part of that.
Yeah. Well, let's take it easy. Fuck, I'm a kicker here, but.
That's the kicker's important, man. When it comes to those
Yeah,
winning by 3 points and field goals, everybody loves them. So
That's right. That's right.
Everybody hates them when they lose it. So they're important.
That's right.
It's gotta be a tough job, man.
Like, oh man, Chicago. The guy in Chicago, I feel bad for that guy, man. I don't know what's going on up there, but they're having issues with the kickers.
Yeah.
The Chicago Bears.
Yeah.
So we may expect a little bounce here because there's a zone here that's already been triggered around this where the price is right now. Some time ago.
Okay.
But so that's where it's bouncing off here. Let's see what that is. It's from 425 from October 31st. Is that yesterday? Yeah, yesterday.
Yeah, man, that'd be yesterday.
Yep.
Okay.
So yeah, 425. We have a zone there, so I drew it up. I'm not going to necessarily trade out of it, but just expecting a bounce off that area.
Okay. Like I said, we got news at 10 o'clock. The other big news at 10 o'clock. So, just, market's going to, like we said, it'd probably take off at the open for briefly, and then it's going to be kind of slow go until 10 o'clock because the other, I think it's ISM manufacturing comes out at 10, I believe is what it is, which is a big red flag. So, we'll see what price wants to do until we get to that point. But if it's positive news, it's definitely going to take off from this area. It won't get back down into our area to trade out of. But if it's negative, it can still get down to that area. So we'll just have to be patient and look for opportunity when it presents itself. So if you're just now checking us out, I appreciate that. If you see my chart on the screen, looks like there's a lot going on, but there really isn't, so don't let that overwhelm you. It's just zones and lines drawn where we think price is going to get to and bounce from. So nothing more than that, so don't let it kind of run you off here. Definitely, if you got any questions, please throw them in there and ask, and I'd love to answer anything that you might have. But I really appreciate you hanging out with us and watching us and checking it out. Sure do appreciate it.
Hey, happy November.
Yeah, man, happy November.
One of the best months of the year.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
I saw that show yesterday when I was telling you about the dad and the daughter and the bear.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I found it. So it was rough. So yeah, very rough there.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, what was the name of the show?
BK, I'm sorry, Mitch just texted us. The name of the show, I think it's Human Prey.
Nice. That's a good, okay.
So it is just talking about encounters that people had with wildlife.
Oh, that's funny. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let me bring in Mitchell here real quick. Hold on, let me bring in Mitchell. Alright, let's see here. I need to kill you.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
How's it going?
Alright, everybody on. Good. How are you, Mitch? Mitchell?
Great.
Good.
What's up, Mitchell?
What's up, Southern?
You alright, buddy?
Yeah, just been busy.
Well, you're at work, so I guess that's part of it, man. Did you have a good Halloween with your daughter last night?
Oh yeah, she loved it. I don't know if I told y'all what she wanted to be, but she wanted to be an exterminator. Telling the kids
That's
weird.
awesome, man. No,
Yeah.
now that's a new one. I've not heard too many kids like exterminators.
Another full exterminator's outfit and with the tank and everything. It was great.
Man, that's pretty
The
cool.
people that like the buzz.
Yeah, like the bug killer.
Yeah.
She watches a show on Netflix called Billy the Exterminator or something. And it's this guy that goes around and films his extermination jobs, and she just loves it.
Oh, that's cool. Wow.
Hey.
That's
So-
different, man. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, she's a little weird. It was awesome. People loved it.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
That's
Like,
cool.
was she a Ghostbuster? And then she'd be like, no, I'm an exterminator. And no one could keep a straight face when she said it.
That's great.
Yeah, that's cool, man. That's cool. Good for her.
Very important people. That's a good thing.
Absolutely. They are,
Yeah.
absolutely.
We had a snake issue. We had to call them in, and apparently they said, yeah, there's nothing we can do because your house is in the woods. I'm like, great.
You have a snake issue?
Yeah, not now. My back in the day,
Oh,
we had a couple rattlesnakes around, but it was just because our house was too deep in the woods that's where they live. So
Order
great.
canceled.
How we die. So yeah, real heroes though. Real heroes.
yeah, man, they're very important people.
Yeah. That's cool. Did you also dress up, Mitchell?
No, I did not dress up with her. I don't always get to do Halloween because it starts so early now, and by the time I get home from work, I just met them out.
Okay.
It was so cold last night too. It didn't take very long before she was over.
Yeah.
That'd have been cool. You'd have been like a big cockroach or something.
That would have been classic. Yeah.
Next year, that's what Madeline says, so we're doing a family costume. I was like, okay.
Yeah, good for you. That's cool.
Man, something crazy happened at like 8:35, didn't it?
Yeah, what do you think that could cause that?
News, probably. I don't know.
Good job, yeah. Yeah, it's non-farm. Yeah, man, it's big, good positive news this morning at 8:30. Got news at 10 o'clock coming out as well. Yeah,
So what
big
happens when, if you look at it from an order flow standpoint, when you see like at a ticker price is just completely capped, like zeros on both sides. Like you see, like if you look at that candle from order flow, like it just shot up with a bunch of 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not filling that spot.
No, it's just jumping those orders is all it is. It's just jumping. I mean, that's the reason you don't trade news, man. It's a big news flash like that, and it's just jumping orders. You know, is all it's doing.
Right.
So you can't read anything off of news flow when you on order flow for that. So you're just gonna have that. It's just jumping orders. You don't need the help on both sides, if that makes sense.
Yeah. It's pretty weird.
Yeah, that's how it goes, man. Let me get that. It was all red flagged though, so it was all. I mean, it was all we knew was going to happen. It's the big report that comes out, non-farm employment change, and it was extremely much better than normal. So hourly earnings were down just 0.1%, no big deal. Non-farm is up, man, 30. Geez, what is that? It was expected to be 90,000. It came in at 128,000, which is a very big and positive. Unemployment stayed the same. The rate stayed the same. So. 3 big news flags, and the biggest one, the most important one, was extremely positive. That's where you see the big push up. And then at 10 o'clock, we have ISM manufacturing PMI, which is another big one. So we'll wait to see. I'd imagine if that's positive, it's going to take off from here. It won't give us our entry opportunities down here where we'd like to get in. So we'll have to wait and see.
Mitchell, your dad called me the other day.
Mm-hmm. What did he need?
No, everything was good. He talks so softly on the phone. I'm like, my phone is like inside my ear.
He does talk softly on the phone, so he does not hold the phone to his head. And it is one of my biggest pet peeves in life. He twists the like mouthpiece to the phone, like he plays, like he twists the phone while he's talking on it. He does not keep it close to his mouth.
That's what it is.
Yeah, it's awful.
You know, with my hearing disability, it's not working out. I'm like, man, I don't know what's going on here. I'm just kind of agreeing to things, you know. I'm like, yeah, man, that's good.
I do
You
that
got a lot
all
of disabilities, so have you filed for disability with all them disabilities you have?
Wow.
Man.
And I know I was going to get called out.
What?
I'm just trying to be one of the guys.
Well, don't, man, don't.
I don't want to let my disabilities define me.
Well, that's good. I like that.
But it's still a thing to struggle with. So.
The struggle's real, huh?
The struggle's real.
Yeah, right.
Oh, that's funny.
All right. We got the high of day at 3:55, you know, so I got a red line up there just showing the high of day. So we might push up into that. So we'll see. Oh goodness.
You got big plans this weekend, Saturday?
I think I do. I gotta check my calendar. I think I'm confused between this week and next weekend. And let me check here.
LSU's next weekend.
That's next weekend. No, so I'm good this weekend. I think I'm hanging out with one of my buddies, though.
That's cool.
See, this is important to keep a calendar, guys.
It is, especially with your social life.
That's literally what I was about to say with everything you've got going on, all your golf.
All right, we're pushing the high day yesterday. Low volume here. Not going to take a trade, but it could end up being an opportunity. But just so you're all.
Just turn the 950s on to a Zen. Mm-hmm.
Okay, the Florida Georgia game's tomorrow, guys. Big game. Big game.
Oh, that's a good game. Yeah, that's gonna be a good game. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hoping Florida can win.
What time is that tomorrow?
2:30.
2:30 Central.
I think that's Central. Yeah.
Sounds like Central.
Yeah.
3:30 Eastern usually. So. Yeah, I'll have to watch that one. Don't have any sports this weekend, so that's good. Yeah.
That is good.
All right, we're pushing through that high day with high volumes increasing there, so it's possibly a good sign to take a potential long in that 950 area if it comes back down into that.
Yeah, I got a blue line sitting at
53 even.
53.50.
53.50. Yeah, you're going right at the top there. Okay, or no?
But I like 53 even is pretty good too.
Yeah, I would go
53.25, 53.
Yeah, I like 53.25 because there's kind of a shelf there at 53 even with the 940 and 945 highs, closes. Kind of a nice little shelf there actually, so kind of like that 53 and a quarter. Let's see some order flow if it tells us that's a good.
But we're right here at 10 o'clock. Should we do it?
We got 5 minutes, so I mean I'm just at 54.25. Buyers at 54.25. Yeah, I don't have any real big buyers right there, so maybe it's not a great sign.
Well, we were looking at 53.25.
Yeah, I'm kind of, I got you. 53.50, there's a big sellers there that got pushed and left, so could be a good area too. There's a big buyer at 53 even. So yeah, 53 and a quarter is probably good. Because you got big sellers that got stuck there at 53.50, it means they'll be trying to kill their positions, which would make it go long again. if they do that at that price. So yeah,
What do you think, Soto?
53 and a quarter.
Yeah, I'm with you guys. I'm looking at 51.75 for right now. I may move it up in the micro.
Yeah,
Oh, you're going slow.
well, 52,
Yeah,
52 has buyers there right at 52, so I wouldn't argue with you on that one.
Yeah, and overlaps are 1 hour zone there too. So gives us a pretty strong window.
Yeah, I just don't. I'm gonna wait though because we're right here at this news announcement in 2 minutes. So
Oh, we have 2 minutes.
yeah,
Okay.
I mean
Yeah, I'm gonna
two
pull
and a
up.
half minutes. So I'm gonna wait, even though we got a good opportunity to hesitate there and possibly bounce, but
Yeah.
just gonna. It's not worth the trade this morning. I did that kind of crazy trade yesterday, so I'm not gonna do that again. So.
Oh, y'all went wild yesterday?
Oh yeah, we had fun. I didn't really
Yeah.
want to be
Yeah,
here.
fun, right?
Yeah.
Did you get busted too soon?
Yeah, man. BK was just all over the place, bro. He was a different man.
I did not want to be here yesterday, and I was just.
Yeah. He only got like an hour of sleep, and he was an animal.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Well, I'm glad I missed it because I'd have been right there with you.
Yeah.
I like a good wild ride once in a minute. Every now and
He
then.
was like,
Well, that's kind of
BK's
what it
like,
was.
yeah, I'm removing the 1 point stop. I'm just
I
going to
didn't
put
do
it.
that. I didn't do that now.
It's just money, man. What is it?
It's just money.
1 hour of sleep, that's rough.
Yeah. A little more than that, but not much.
I haven't sleeping a lot either.
So and you could tell I did. If you could just tell yesterday, I was yawning every 5 minutes and just was not energetic. Did not want to be here. Was just kind of like, man, shoot. I think I even said it at one time. I just don't want to be here.
Yeah, you did. I'm like apologizing to all the listeners. I'm like, yeah, you guys are important. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's true, but hey, man,
It's rough.
I just we're gonna be honest about it.
Yeah.
Just wasn't feeling it.
Well, Rick and Bubba, they actually say that quite a bit. They're like, yeah, the worst part is just waking up, get out of bed. But, once they get going, But that's every day for them. That's their job every day. Get up so
They
early.
also get stats on stats we're talking up there.
Yeah. Mm.
I got news in 30 seconds.
All right. Well, that time I'm going to fill coffee up here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a couple trades.
Yeah, go for it, man. Put your trade in.
I got enough time for it.
I will say this: if price reaches down to our big zone that we want to during this time, I will make a trade, even though it's.
Or are you talking down that 830 zone?
Yeah, I'm talking all the way down here at 3,043 area, all the way down here. 750 area, 750 zone actually, but at 43 right in front of it.
There it is.
What's the news here? Come on, show me what is it? Positive or negative here? Positive or negative? Negative news. It's negative, so. But it's not that negative. That's the thing about it. So we would need. It's bouncing on that. Right where we said it was. Well, it's bouncing in that old zone there, but it's not that negative, but it's negative. If that makes sense. So that could be our catalyst to get down into our zone that we need to be down at 43 area.
Mm-hmm.
To go long. I mean, that could be our catalyst to do that.
Y'all are thinking the 43 area for a long trade?
That's for a big one. That's where I want. I mean,
42, 75, 43.
Yeah, 42.75 to 43 is good. I got all those lines drawn because they're all big buyers right there. Price is sitting with all big buyers right in that area. So that's the reason I would love price to get down into that if it can. If it can't, then no big deal, but I'd like to see it down there. Because the biggest news for the day is really positive. So we got some negative news here could push us down to get into that good area of reaffirming that long, if that makes sense. So that's kind of what I'm hoping for, but putting in a pretty good wick right here, isn't it? Pretty good doji to the upside right here. Not a doji, I mean a big bullish candle, so I'll watch that.
I had a blue line right where it stopped down there.
Did you?
49.75.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a zone right there at 49.75 from at 9.10.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't get there on mine. Only got the 50-50 on mine.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, I got down to 49.50 on mine.
You on the micro?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Might have been a good spot to be long then, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It
But
looks great, doesn't
it scares me when it's like that, to be honest with you.
it? Yeah. That might not ever give us our opportunity to get back in here. This thing might just take off for here on out.
Alright, guys, I'm back.
Did you get in this trade with us here at 50?
Yeah, right. No, I'm listening to you guys, okay? If I even hear the word put in a trade in, I'm going to jump. You're like a cheetah across the room here, okay?
Like a cheetah, huh?
Yeah, that's how we pronounce it in Costa Rica. So, yeah, again, here we go. Making fun of my disability.
You do it to yourself. No one calls them a cheetah.
They do in Costa Rica, apparently. They're not cheetahs, they're cheetahs. Cheetahs.
You put the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable.
There you go.
Oh, man.
That's a nice push.
Yeah, good push, man.
My dad and I were looking to get this scooter one time. I don't know, for like my sister or something. And the guy came over and was like, I just want y'all to know this model here has pneumatic tires. And he walks off, and my dad goes, I bet he gets pneumonia a good bit too. It's like, why do you have to do that?
Oh yeah, your dad can be a pretty witty smart aleck when he wants
Just
to.
a tool bag.
Yeah. I had to hold him up a few times on the head. Yeah, he's funny. Good. Oh, man.
Well, I guess we could zone up 10 o'clock now.
Yeah, it is a zone. It's right there at the previous high day too. So that is now a zone.
Yep.
My screen's just all yellow now. Got it everywhere. But I don't know where I like to trade in there. I'm pretty low in the zone. I'm like 54.75.
In the zone here. Let me see here. 54.75. I got big buyers at 54.25. VPOC at 54.50. So, I mean, I'm not going to argue with any of that.
But it seems, but I just feel like it hasn't been punching real deep. When
A
it, like,
lot of big buyers at 56.50.
Yeah, I was looking at.
And actually, the big green candle right now has a lot of big buyers at 56.25, 56 even, and 55.75. So that might be a 56.50 or 56. Yeah, 56.25 is probably pretty strong right there.
Yeah. I got a blue line there too. Said it was gonna be up there in the black. 58 even.
Yeah, probably. Draw that out there. Looking at 56 and 25 is pretty strong. Yeah.
Order
I'll
pending.
Put an order in right there just so I have a visual of it and I can kill it. The price gets down there if it's not looking good.
What did y'all's volume get to on that news right there?
On the micro 10.
What? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was just comparing the micro volume to the mini volume.
On the ES 59 to 17.
That's crazy. It's like only 10,000, right at 11,000 on the micro.
Yeah, that's just because there's not as many people on the micro trading. as is the ES contract. That's all that is. Micro's not as liquid as the ES. A lot less traders on the micro than there are. Remember, the ES is where all the big boys are at, so the volume's always going to be a lot higher.
Right, I just was looking at the ratio.
Yeah.
I know you boys are varsity.
No, man.
I'm just picking on you.
This is where BK has too good of a heart to ever like say something about it. No, man, no, we're equally. We're the same.
I didn't say
you know?
that. I just said no. Oh, you don't have to.
There's no difference between you and me.
They're trying to dog for you now.
There's no difference here. Just, a couple $1 million difference.
Oh, man.
Like, speaking of, best, I was watching something yesterday, and the name of the boat was Pocket Change.
Yeah, nice.
Well, that's for you, buddy.
Nice.
My neighbor's boat at the beach was chasing tail and had a fish tail on the back of it, and I was like, dude, you were on point when you named that one.
Yeah. Pocket Change.
I used to want to name my boat 7 Out.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, because I've made a lot of money on the dark side, on the crash table. Now, just like this was gonna buy my boat right here. Called 7 Out, man.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. Oh goodness.
Mitchell, you have an uncle that is a pastor, is that right?
Yes, I do.
And he has a boat that's named Visitation, I think.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. So when he talks to his secretary, he's like, "Where you at?" I'm like, "I'm out on visitation."
Yeah, I like that. That's cool.
That's what I love about in Oxford, Mississippi. They're like main college bar at Ole Miss is the library.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. What are you doing? Holy cow.
Is that loud?
Oh my goodness.
Sorry.
What do you do? You just look around your place and say, "Oh, that would make a lot of noise."
It's one of my survival packs for breakfast.
Yeah, it sounds like you're MRE.
It's Belvita
I was gonna
soft
say it's
banana
cookies,
bread.
man, or banana bread. Yeah, that's your survival pack, is right.
It's 4 hours of nutritious, steady energy. That's what it is in the pack. Yeah, it's a little loud. I'll mute it while I open it. Excuse
Thank
me.
you.
We're gonna have to have an intervention on you and your cookies.
Done.
You need to have a thing of broccoli.
No, I wouldn't go
Broccoli?
that far.
What you talking about broccoli?
That's what you need to be eating and not eating cookies.
Dude, I got broccoli. I have so much broccoli, bro.
I eat a lot of broccoli.
It's not bad. I started doing it, but I added a little cheese to it, and it kind of helped.
I've had a little, huh? But your little's a little bit different than everybody else's little when it comes to broccoli.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Like a whole block of Velveeta, maybe.
With the whole thing in there. Oh man, I love that Velveeta. When Steven and I was hanging out with Steven and Doug a few months back, we went to buy some to make dip. We bought all the stuff. We never made it. So right before Steven left, Steven was like 3 in the morning. He's cooking in the kitchen. He's making the dip because we bought it. And now, it's 3 in the morning, so we're not hungry now. So we have all this leftover dip that we didn't use because we weren't hungry and Steven was leaving. But it's really good, though. So, and about a month later, Doug ate it. I don't know if he's still good. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he sent me a picture. He's like, "Hey, man, heating up the dip." I'm like, "What dip?" I'm like, "I don't think you should eat that." But he was okay, so it was good. Little Steven.
I'm not a big cheese eater.
What's that?
I like cheese, but I don't consume a lot of cheese.
Like, what do you mean? You don't like it?
No, I do. I like cheese a lot, but what I'm saying is, like, I don't get down to a big old thing of cheese dip.
Oh, okay.
That'll make me feel terrible.
I like Rotel. I like white cheese dip at Casa and stuff. Like we eat at a place called Mexican place called Casa. We do a lot of white cheese dip, and we like that.
Right.
Then for like football games, I like Rotel,
Right.
with meat in it. You know.
Yeah,
that's really
that's
good.
that's
I've
one
had
thing.
like queso with chorizo in it before, and that was legit.
Yeah, that's
That
good.
is good.
That is
Yeah.
good too.
I think anything with queso. Yeah. Yeah. Then, Mitchell, if I'm not mistaken here, you for your senior trip, you went to Mexico with your dad hunting trip, and you got that unlimited chips and queso or something.
Oh yeah, nachos and.
Nachos, yeah.
I mean, you think about taking a bunch of 18-year-old boys to Mexico at a full resort,
Literally over the border.
like at a full hunting resort where alcohol and food was unlimited. We had like our own little butler that would come service our rooms.
With a tuxedo.
Oh yeah, we took him hunting with us one day.
Yeah.
He was so uncomfortable. He's out there riding around on top of that truck in his tuxedo.
Your dad, boys. I don't know if I can do it, but he'd be like, "Yes, senor. You want more chips? I'll give you more chips." It sounds like it. I can't do how your dad does it, but your dad does
It was fun. They were like, we had a couple people's parents that they're like, we're all really against drinking and stuff. And they were talking like, are we going to let the boys drink? Another person's parents said, well, I just heard the brothels were real bad down here, Dad. So I think we should let them drink so they can't go to the brothels.
Yeah, you guys wanted to go to town, and the guy was like, "We cannot promise you protection out there, only in here."
Yeah,
So I
it
was
was
like,
intense, man.
Yeah.
It was so much fun, though.
And your dad carried cash.
Yeah, my dad literally handed me, and this probably I shouldn't say it the way, but he handed me an exuberant amount of cash and said, if you get in trouble, run and throw this on the ground slowly, and they will stop and pick it up. And I was like, okay.
That's so good. That was so good. Oh.
I mean, you could see the border. I mean, we were right on the Rio. We duck hunted in the Rio Grande.
Yeah.
And then in the afternoons, we would just ride on top of these big, like, ATV-looking trucks that had racks and seats in them. And they would just run through the desert, flushing things up, and we would just shoot them. It was one of the best things I've ever done in my life. Then we would, like, donate all the meat to the local people. It was pretty cool. Good senior trip. And then, like, as a class, we went to Cancun.
Where'd you go to Cancun at? I mean, what resort did you go?
I can't even remember the name of the resort, to be honest with you. I've been 3 or 4 times since then.
Yeah.
It was definitely like a mainstream resort. Like
Was it right there on the peninsula or off?
Yeah, it was on the peninsula.
Yeah. 'Cause that's where my wife and I went on our honeymoon to the Moon Palace.
Really?
Right off the peninsula.
We went in the Moon Palace. I remember that.
Yeah, that's where we went on our honeymoon. It's nice. Now,
Yeah.
how long ago was that that you went?
11 years ago.
Yeah, because now they have like, I mean, when we went, that's been 20 years ago, but they just had about 6 or 7 restaurants in there, but now they have like 20, 25 restaurants all inclusive, and I mean, it's
That's
become
crazy.
a massive, 18-hole golf courses, like 5 resorts, it's all inclusive, obviously, but they've got everything. You don't ever have to go out anymore,
Y'all thinking about a trade right here
I'm not.
to the long side?
Where?
I'm not, no.
Like 3625, 3650, right where it's at.
Yeah, I mean, it's in that zone right there at 1010. I just don't have
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna wait.
There's buyers at 5925 at the bottom of that zone. There's a bunch of buyers. You might get a little bounce right there. There's actually a lot of buyers. There's a lot of buyers at 58.75, just below that.
Mm-hmm. Did it get cold now?
Soda, why don't you answer that?
I'm just glad I'm here with you guys this morning. I'm headed to the night. It was probably the coldest I've ever been, and that's including Antarctica.
Soda was not prepared for the weather.
I was.
Do you not have a heater?
I'm sorry?
Do you not have a heater?
I do not know.
Oh, Lord.
Yes, and the only pens that I have are scrubs. Like long pen. Well, I got some jeans, but they're really uncomfortable. Sleep in.
It's the cookies, bro.
I'm trying to put on some weight for the winter so you can kind of keep warm.
Right. Yeah, so, it was a rough
big blanket.
Let me tell you something about the stupid blanket, okay? It's homemade. Somebody made it, and it's the worst blanket. It doesn't warm you up at all. So it's a useless thing. So I only have like one sheet, pretty much. So there's no comforter, there's no nothing else.
Well, you are just, you're living like a homeless person.
Well,
You need to get you some supplies.
Yeah, I need to go get some supplies. I just didn't plan for winter yet. It just kind of snuck on a little early here. But yeah, I'm going to go get some winter supplies here. So, no lie, I'm wearing 4 pairs of socks. 2 scrub bottoms, 3 or 4 shirts, and a hat to kind of, you lose a lot of your body heat through your head. So, a simple cap sometimes can make a difference between life and death. So, yep, that's it.
I don't know why I want to trade so badly.
Well, I mean, you're going to get a bounce I think out of this area right here. You get a little bounce.
Yeah, bounced a little bit, but not enough yet. GoPro is up 5%.
What's that?
No, just GoPro is up 5% today.
Oh, okay.
I'm waiting for them to see if they can get down to 56.
I think they can, so that's why I'm going to look for a trade to the short side here. Around 16.25.
Okay, you're thinking.
I'm way lower than y'all. I'm at 59.50 right now.
I'm talking about to go short. I'm going to go
Order
I'm going to
pending.
order a 16.25 to go short here.
Yeah, I like that.
short.
Yeah, I'm going to go short because I think I'm going to get down into that area, but it's just a matter if it bumped me. It's bumping me. I don't know if it's going to push through me or not, but it's bumping me.
I'm sitting at 65.
That's me.
What? 16.5?
No, 16.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
know.
don't
So
know.
we
I
may sit
don't
here.
know. It bumped me, but I don't think it's going to catch us. I think it was rejecting off of that area, the bottom of that zone. So now we'll have to just look for longs, yeah. Dang.
Yeah.
I wanted that trade. I thought it was going to do that.
Yep. Good eye.
Yeah, just missed it though.
No, we still can cash here at the bottom after this candle at 59, and use the 10-10 candle for them to bounce off to go down.
Yeah,
See,
essentially, yeah.
Yeah, depending on how this candle closes here,
Yeah.
it's still hanging out there.
Do you do it, Soto? Do you jump in at 59?
No, not yet. I have to wait until.
You'd have got your point, bro.
Yeah. I'm gonna wait for this candle here to close and then potentially go down to 59. I'm gonna remove my trader hat here. There.
I'm at 59.25. I'd like to see it retrace up into this zone right here and then push on down. That's what I'd like to see.
You already have your trade in, BK?
Yeah, I'm sitting at 59.25 right here. It's bumping me right now, but it hasn't taken me in yet.
59.25.
Yeah. So I think it's going to get down into our zone here at this 10 o'clock zone.
I'm just going to hold off. I want to do it, but...
Yeah. I think it's going to get down in there, but it just, like it's sitting on me right now, but it needs to go one tick.
Order
higher.
filled.
Now I'm in.
You're in?
I'm in now, so we'll see if it will give
It
us...
goes short. It goes short, yeah?
Yeah, I'm in it to go short, yeah.
Okay.
I don't like how it's bouncing at this point right
All right.
here, but...
I'm in the trade here with you as well.
Oh, yeah? All right. Where at? 59.25?
59.5.
Oh, you're up. Oh, okay, you're one tick better. Okay. That's good. Go.
On both. 59.5 on both markets.
Oh, you're in both markets. Look at you. You're double threat guy, huh?
Double threat. I lose, I promise I will.
Yeah. Don't throw your TV out the window, man.
Yeah. All right, let's see what we got here.
Mitchell did not get in the trade.
It's a definitely higher risk trade, so it's probably a good call.
I wanted to have my line there, but I'm just like, you know what? I don't want to beat myself up all weekend. Can't trade more.
That's funny.
You gotta stop beating yourself up when you lose, man. Stop that. Oh, shoot.
Here's me.
Yeah, we need it.
Yeah.
Where will you get in long here if it gets down to the bottom of that? Where you guys?
25.
You gonna go at 56.25 or 56?
That's where I'm gonna go.
56.
I mean, honestly, you could honestly run like a 57 even, 57.25
Yeah.
if you want to front run it, but I'm going to go 56.25.
I'm about to be taken out right here, so it might not matter. It says I gotta go one more tick up and I'm done. Yeah, that's what's getting ready to happen too. Look at that.
Stop filled.
I'm out. Just a little bit early, I think. I think it's going to reject the downside still. I just was in just a little bit early.
We're about to have to hear that noise on Soto's machine.
Yeah, I hope so. Come on with it.
Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah, I was just one tick early, that's all. We need Soto's to work out because he's trading for the group, man, so we need it to work out.
Yeah, we need this.
Oh, y'all still haven't taken a point today?
No, that's the first trade.
No.
I have no idea that I could have stolen that. I would have taken a couple.
You could have, man. You could have been the first one.
I think you should just close out, so.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking.
It's not looking good.
No, not.
I think it's fine.
Oh, no, I'm just trying to nab that first trade.
I don't want it to be a loser. No, come on.
Oh, thank you. Mitchell.
No, that's what I was saying. Just close out, break even, you know.
So Mitchell has
Right.
a chance to get in it.
So I have a chance.
Yeah, it's going to come down.
Yeah.
It's about to give it to him.
Yeah, it's going to come on down to the
Yeah.
zone you're here. It's just going to come into our zone. Where am I going to get in my zone at? Right here. It's 56.75.
You thinking about going up a little higher?
Order
I'm going to stay at
pending.
56.75. I'm going to front run our zone just a little bit. Alright, it's right at the top of the zone anyway. There's a lot of buyers, like I said, at 56.25, 56.50. So I'll go ahead and look to get in at 56.75 to a long move here and hopefully just get some support here.
And it's touching me at 1.
Come on,
All
baby.
right, come on. It's touching it. No date.
Here it comes. Boom, that should have been it right there. There we go.
Oh.
There we go.
All
There we go.
right.
That's what I like to hear. Good job.
Thank you, bud. It's all the execution. Get sure you go one tick in the right spot.
That's exactly right. I got me by one tick to the tick. I mean, got me to the tick, man. And
I
it comes
know.
on down, so I knew that was. I knew
That's
that
the
was a
worst.
higher risk trade, but that's all right. I'm okay with that. I don't mind losing. You know, all right, good. Okay, so you got the point for the group. That's good. That's good. We needed that. So now we're looking for a trade to go long here. A little bounce off of this area somewhere around here. I'm going to front run. I'm going to be right at the top of the zone. You guys are a little more conservative, right? A little deeper.
Yeah, well, I'm still in this trade, so I'm just gonna see what happens here.
Yeah. Okay. Wonder if Paul got into any of those trades right there.
I'll say again.
So I was just wondering if Paul got into that trade.
Yeah.
He's usually pretty close where we're at.
Yeah, he is. All he knows how to do is make money. That's all he does.
Good for him. I like that.
Yep. All right, I'm out on both now.
All right.
You lost them both?
No, I already got my point, but I got a point, and then the rest are going to take a profit.
Oh man.
You can hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. All right.
Do your dissertation there.
Yeah.
That's good you're doing that, though. That's good you're keeping up with that. Putting that on Discord, all your trades like that. That's good. Thanks for doing that. I'm glad you're doing it.
Yeah. I'm emailing you the ES here. I was in the room with a patient one time, and we just switched to electronic. Everything was online now, and including the X-rays. And I couldn't open the X-ray, and I was so frustrated. I'm typing away, just clicking everything. Just the lady looks at me like, "Is it really bad?" I'm like, "Yeah, you have no idea." Yeah, I was talking about the program. She thought it was the X-ray. I was like, "Oh no!" She's like, "I'm like, oh no, man, no, not the X-ray. I'm sorry. I don't know yet if it's bad. I haven't looked at it. This program is unbelievable. You have no idea."
She's over there about there. Her heart just dropped when he told her how bad it was, and she's over there starting to panic.
I've never seen this bad.
Terrible, man.
Yeah.
I can totally see that too. Completely.
Yep.
Completely see that. Oh, man.
Yeah, I was with Dr. Smith, and he was showing me there's a little spot on the X-ray where she had cancer, a little cancer spot, but the lady was like 90-something years old. And so I'm like, "Oh, you're gonna tell her?" I'm all emotional about it. Like, "You're gonna tell her about the little cancer, the lung there?" And he's like, "Nah, that's not gonna kill her." So, okay, all right, would it be positive that she's not gonna live very much longer? So,
At 90, you probably worry about it so much it'd be worse than.
Right. That's what it was. She was gonna die of something else before that took over. So.
Yeah.
Nothing like, I think that my worst scenario was this lady came in to get a pregnancy test. I was so excited that she was pregnant that, I can tell her, your life's about to change. You're about to have a little kid. And, I was expecting her to be happy. Yeah, she started crying. So apparently she did not want to be pregnant. I was like, "Oh, sorry." So from that day on, I didn't know how to handle it. Like, "Hey, you're pregnant," and like I kind of waited to see how they reacted.
Oh, I'd have gone like, "Well, hey, what do you want right here? do you want to be pregnant or do you not? Let me find that out first before I tell you."
I would have totally marred that stuff and just been like, "When it comes to your pregnancy test,
You are.
the pregnancy test did determine that you are indeed not pregnant."
Yeah. Oh, that's funny. I emailed you. We're good covering that point.
All right, cool.
Okay. I'm closing out my MES. I'm done with the MES for the day.
There you go.
So now the ES. Are you looking for a trade here? Go long?
Yeah, I've got an order still sitting at 56.75. At the top of our, looking for that first touch on our zone. Hopefully catch a bounce on that first touch.
Right.
Let's see if he wants to do that.
Okay, that's hitting a little. Good. I'm 56.5.
Okay. Which is a good spot.
56.25.
Good. We're all one take behind each other.
I'll be all right if pick all three of us up there and go along. I'm okay with that.
Oh yeah.
Did it get you, Big Fan?
No.
Mm.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go a little deeper now. So with that being said, I'll go to 5650. A lot of buyers came in right there at 5725.
And there's only where you want to do games this weekend. It's really on Florida and Georgia. FCC Miami, yeah.
Is that the only top 10 showdown there?
Say again?
That's the only big SEC showdown?
Yeah, from what I can see here. Alabama's off this weekend, yeah?
Yeah, this weekend.
Yeah, Auburn's playing Mississippi, Ole Miss.
Yeah.
They're 3-5, you know, you never know. They're playing at Auburn, so I think they're going to win.
What's the prediction on Alabama LSU next week?
I don't have the.
No, what's your prediction?
Oh, my prediction. Oh, yeah. Road Tide. All the way, baby.
Yeah, I'm pulling for the Tide. Yeah, I think it's going to be a good game. One of the best games they've had, but between each other probably, but matchup wise, but I'm definitely pulling for Tide. But LSU is pretty good.
Yeah, right now Nick Saban said that Tua Tagovailoa is game time decision again.
Yeah.
He may be ready, but you're risking potential injury if you play him too early, and it could be a long-term problem. So
I thought Matt Jones did a pretty good job last week.
He did a great job.
Yeah, he did.
I think it just comes down to defense again. We're going to be able to score. We're going to be able to score on them. I'm not worried about that per se. I just think our defense is going to have to show up with the because Burrow likes to throw the ball a lot, and he's pretty good at it. So our secondary is going to have to show up and not give up the big plays, and I think we'll be fine.
Yeah, and the good thing is Auburn has a true freshman in there, so I think that's going to be good. It's a big game, so it's going to be a lot of pressure on him.
Y'all think about a short trade there?
I mean, yeah, there's definitely some areas.
I was thinking about
it. Yeah, it's definitely.
59.75.
Yeah, 75 looks good. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah,
Order canceled.
I'll actually do that. 59.75. I like that area. Pretty good. Y'all gonna do it?
Order pending.
I'm looking at 50, 60, and 6 and a quarter.
You're going up 60 and a quarter.
Yep.
Yeah,
Keep it short.
that's good there. We're open at 60. 60's open. Needs to be capped. So I'll leave it. The volume's really low there, so I'll leave it at 50. I'll leave it at 59.75. That'll be a little aggressive here.
Yeah.
I'll pull it if it closes like this.
Yeah. Well, I'm expecting it to go a tick or two higher.
Here's the game of the week. Who do you guys think is going to win? UAB or Tennessee?
Who?
UAB.
Oh, or Tennessee? I'm going with Tennessee on that one. Who does Sanford have this week?
Oh, Sanford? Oh, man. We're playing on Mercer.
Mercer?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to go with Mercer on that one, probably.
That's fine, man. I expect nothing different from you.
No,
Hey,
Mercer,
we're
I'm just messing with you. Mercer's got a good basketball program.
Yeah.
Sharpening the knives over there, something?
No, that's not me, actually. That's our homeboy over there with the tokens.
Tokens. Yeah, I got my tokens right here.
I would never, on purpose, make any noise that would disrupt the room and the integrity that we have as traders.
Not you. Yeah, not you, so.
Alright, are you...
I'm going to have to move up a little higher now. I don't like... yeah, I'm going to go one tick higher. I'm going to go to 60 even. Well, I don't know. Wait a minute. There's a lot of buyers right there. Shoot. There's a lot of buyers at 59 pushing price. Shoot. There's 3 big buyers right there. Yeah, I'm out. I'm gonna move my position.
Order canceled.
If I do anything, I'd go to a long trade here, I think. But I'm gonna just I'm removing altogether.
I did the same. But I may go long at 58.50.
Yeah, I think you can. There's a lot of big buyers right there. Even at 58.75 here, I think there's buyers. 58.75. I'm gonna go up for a little longer. I'm gonna buy
Order pending.
75. I'm feeling kind of froggy. I'm gonna go along at 58.75 there. See if I can catch a quick bounce to move up.
You said 58.75 to go long?
Yeah. Sitting.
I'm at 58.50 to go long.
150. Picked you up yet? Or just bumping you?
No, it's just bumping me. It's not pushed through yet.
I'm on 58.50.
We may need to have been at 58.25 or 50, 59.
Order filled.
BK and where I'm in.
Yeah, I'm in too. That was a pretty good push down. I don't like that. Dang.
I just got in.
Did you just get in, Soto?
Yeah, I was 58.25.
All right, you got a good position then.
Sure. Dropped us on the last minute. Come on, big boy, go up now.
Mitchell's in his first trade, man. He's
Mitchell's
begging for it already.
It just started.
Oh.
Classic Mitch.
Oh, drum roll.
Drum roll to the downside. I tell you that, my drum roll quit.
Look at that.
Stop this.
What? Drum roll. Never drum roll, dude. That's like the number 2 rule.
Oh,
Stop
I'm out again.
Yeah.
How do I get out? Micro, I'm not out yet, but I will be.
Oh, Lord. I'm just making some really good trades here again today.
Well, I call that.
I think it's a good trade. I think it's going to work. I'm just one ticking off. I'm getting in a little early on these trades here. I think it's going to move up. I'm just.
Oh, it's powering down. It just threw the VPOC down there and everything.
No, not on the micro. I mean, not on the ES. It hadn't yet. I actually like that if the VPOC's below the in the wick area. That's actually a good sign. If the VPOC's in a wick.
It's in the very bottom. Yeah. But the candle's down there now, too.
Yeah.
Just charging.
It just did that on the.
Oh, now I'm at 75. I'll take 3 ticks in heat. I love how y'all find this combo.
Man, I just lost twice, dude. What are you coming? Come on, man. Can't laugh about it. Get out. I mean, I know it's frustrating, man, but that's all right, man. It is what it is.
That's why we do it.
Yeah. I think y'all just need to take over this whole live stream deal, and then I'll just do my swing trading since it's much easier and better.
And what's the swing trading? Just big swings of the day?
Oh, it's the same concept. I just do it on a larger time frame, and I have bigger stops and based on the zones, and then I just let it play itself out. That way I'm not having to the stops are based on the zones, but I'm also winning 3-4 times the size of the zone, so it makes a big difference. And then you just don't have to sit here and watch it. So I think I'm going to let you guys take it over eventually when y'all are ready to, when you want to. But I need somebody to download the software and start doing that. I thought Soto was going to do that at one time, but he's kind of gotten off that train.
Software? I think I already have all the software.
Well, why don't you start doing this, hosting live stream then?
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
Well, I think we need to talk about, like, the settings, because there's something wrong with my settings or something.
Is there?
I would totally do it if I wasn't 30 minutes late every day.
Well, you come in right around the open, don't you? You don't have to come in at 9 o'clock.
Yeah, that's true. I'm good with that.
We might have to talk through that then this weekend.
Well, they'll see our average go down a good bit, but no, I'm kidding.
Y'all probably do a lot better. Didn't y'all win like 20 times in a row?
We did. I had won 10 times in a row until Monday.
Yeah, there you go. It was all live, right?
Yeah, all live.
Yeah, good. So that's awesome.
10 micro trades, 1 ES trade.
Very nice.
All the same.
Very nice.
Well, this is about miserable.
Yeah, it's going to take off at some point here. It might be this afternoon, but it's going to take off. I think it's going to eventually retrace back into our zones where we want to, and then it's going to go. Got about 8 minutes left here to the stream. We're kind of quiet on the chat this morning. I figured I'd get more out of it, but nobody's really talking. Alan said,
Everybody's passed out last night.
yeah. A lot of totem pole going on.
Come on, big boy. Come on. Come on.
There you go.
Be my friend.
Yeah, we want Mitchell to have a good day. Make this trade.
I need a good weekend.
That's it.
And I'll be like, heck yeah, I'll take over the live stream.
Oh, there it is. There's Sotos. That means you got one more tick to go, right? Mitchell, you got one more tick, don't you?
Oh, I already got a point.
Oh, good.
Okay, all right.
But it did that thing again where now I have 2 stops. I have one sitting at 58.75 and one sitting at 57.50 and a green line at 59.50.
I don't understand what's going on there.
Real weird.
But you got your point. It's giving you your point, right?
I don't believe so.
On your.
Yeah, Mitchell, we got to look at your ATM strategy.
We already did, that's right. It's like it went. No, it did not give me a point yet.
Where you at?
Yeah, we gotta look at that.
Well, I don't know because my whole thing lags. I'm sitting. I don't know. It's strange. Like, I'm gonna take a picture of this.
Yeah, take a picture of that so we can look at that and see what's going on.
It doesn't do this every time.
This is a good example today, though, guys, to show you how important your entries are. Both of my entries were literally to the tick off, you know. And, but that's just how it goes, you know. You really got to time your entries.
I just got the full point now, and it moved my. I just have one stop in now.
Okay.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, PK. Because, like you said, I was just one tick different from you, and
on both trades.
got a text message.
I guess, yeah. So what? I'm not understanding what your. Let's see here. Where's your entry? Was that?
Entry was 58.
Yeah, it was at 50. So what's? Let me see. What's the problem here?
Why do you have to? Oh,
what's the
had
problem?
you.
So it did that. Like normally, it just looks like a normal order. Then the cash register hit, and that's what it pops up like on the screen.
So that yeah. So what your trading stop is, your first position in your trailing stop is too early. So it's moving up your first position into one tick of profit before you ever hit a profit target.
Right.
And then your second position's not moving until it takes out your other position. So your trail's off somewhere.
Yeah. We'll look at that. Metro, if you can
pull up your parameters and take a picture of it.
Yeah, on the ATM.
Yeah. Good job getting y'all's point though. That was good.
Yeah, thanks, man.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
You know what I've been doing, DK? I didn't want to say this out loud, but I've been going to just one tick of whatever you pick. Go one tick and serve.
Well, at least you're a quick learner. You've done good today, because that's how I was yesterday too. So at least you figured that out today. Hey, I'm gonna go one tick below him. He's off on his entries.
He's only off at one tick, so hey, that's not bad.
That's smart, man. Good job.
Yeah, thanks, man. Because I'm like you. Typically, I'll go exactly where you go. I'm like, no, I gotta go one tick conservative.
Yeah, that's good. It's been perfect for you.
Now, so I can pull up my parameters.
Let's look at it.
I was trailing,
Yeah, good job.
but I didn't trail any. I don't know how to pull up the parameters. Edit, I guess.
Just go to your ATM strategy. And put your hover over it and they say edit, and then pull up. Just click on edit.
You have it backwards. On the stop strategy, that needs to be where it says none. The first one needs to be. No.
What?
No. Are you reading his stop strategy name?
No, I haven't read it yet.
It's probably best if you don't.
Yeah, don't read it aloud.
Why, you making fun of me here?
No.
Oh, Ben, I got you. I hear you. That's a good strategy.
I didn't type it out.
Yeah, no, that's good. I was thinking something along the lines like Monday Night Football, but no, something else.
Yeah, it ain't that.
Hey, click on your strategy real quick on the stop strategy. Let's see the ads on that.
What?
Look at, yeah, yeah, go ahead.
In your second target, where it says stop strategy, where you got the big run, click on that. I want to see that. Mitch, are you still in this trade?
No, yeah.
Okay.
That's where that stop you see in that screen is. Stop number 2 or whatever. 1 at 58. I'm about hungry, boys.
Huh?
You what?
I said I'm about hungry.
Yeah.
We're getting ready to call. It's time to call it anyway, so we can kind of update stuff.
I don't want to wait for it to come back down.
I'm not. You guys can. Let's see here. Pull up the Soto stuff.
I'm still sitting here at 1.5 points profit I might close it here. Let me see.
I might take a short at 60.50.
Oh, I'm about to get let's see if it gets. Let's see if it gets to me here while we're talking.
You guys are still in this trade, huh? So I'll hold up.
Yeah, no, go ahead. While you're doing that, see if it gets to me here. So I'm gonna put we're jacking up the top there.
Yeah, all right. Well, I'll go ahead and update while you guys are doing your trading here. I'll update it. All right, guys. So here's the trade for Soto's the first trade of the morning between Soto and Mitchell, and Soto got it this morning. So first trade was a winner. You can see he went. Looks like he went short there, and got his first point there, and then one ticket profit as well. So he got his one full point out on one position, and then also got his trailing positions at one ticket profit. So there's the proof that he did that. So nice job there. So we can count as a winner this morning. So let's move this on over here and update the spreadsheet. So 11-1, 19. One contract traded, one win this morning. Excellent. All right. So that brings the total up to $1,950.40 after commission. So nice job. Keep moving up slowly here is what we need to do. Looks like over next week sometime we should be able to hit that 2,000 mark, which would be great. That'd put us into 2 contracts. So that'd be awesome. So a very good job here, 48 days in, and we're up $950 in that, a 1 point a day challenge. So nice job, Soto, on hitting that.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
So good job. Mitchell, nice job trading today. You're just he just happened to get in on you first, but I know you made some nice points today. I took a couple losses, one tick out of them, so that just shows you how important our entries are, and I've just one ticked early today again.
Yeah, with that 1 point stop it. You have to be pretty hung down.
Yeah, you do. You got to be pretty serious about it, and I just today I was just kind of that looks good. I'll throw it in there, and then that's what happens. You get one ticked out. So, but that's all right. That's part of it. But good job today, guys. Very nice job. So let me just Paul, Alan, thanks a lot, man, for chiming in a couple times. Appreciate you guys being here. Anybody else is here? I'm going to call this thing out for the day. So good job, Mitchell. Good job, Soto. We'll see you guys.
Yeah, how long is this weekend if you want to talk about that other?
Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I mean, I think it'd be good for you guys to start hosting this some as well, because there's a good chance I might not be here on Monday morning again in time. So, but we'll talk about that this weekend and see if we can get you guys to host that at least on Monday. Okay.
Sounds good.
All right, I'll be talking to y'all soon. All right, have a good day, man. Good job, guys. Good job. Yeah. So let's go ahead and shut this baby down. Everybody have a great, safe weekend, and look forward to you guys coming back on Monday. Later.
Sounds good to see you.
You've been listening and watching the Titan Futures 1 Point a Day Challenge. Live stream. Remember, we're live daily, 9 to 11, and BK, Soto, and Mitchell are here to help. The Titan Futures 1 Day Point a Day Challenge, where anyone can learn how to day trade the futures market. Till next time.